Welcome back everyone to the Complete Pineleaf. Today we are going to start to collect the paraffin and flint we need from the beacons. There's one of the beacons up ahead, and I believe that on my way to the beacon I am going to run into some of those scouts. Is that a scout? No, that's a boar. That's an orc message bearer, meaning someone bearing messages for orcs or something like that. And here is a scout. And what is that I see right behind him, or glowing, or sparkly, or whatever that is? A stick. A stick. What do I need sticks for? Oh yes, trampled grass and sticks. I completely forgot about that quest. Yes. And maybe pick up a couple of sticks and trampled grass, I guess. Alright. Might as well do that while I'm in the area. Let's not go through the bush. That's not exactly a fun thing for a hobbit to do. Now we'll see how long this takes me to get to the beacon between going after scouts, being ambushed by wolves, finding sticks, maybe finding some grass if that's permissible. And maybe I'll eventually find this beacon, which is to my east. I know it's approximately to my east. That's the thing that I need to remember. Go east and eventually I'll run into the beacon. Yeah, there it is. I can see it now because there happens to be clear space for a change rather than constant bushes and trees and all sorts of other things chasing after me. Now, why do I play short characters? I haven't the slightest idea at times like this. That's all I gotta say about that. Here we are, the beacon of Horseless. And somewhere up here, I'm supposed to find some paraffin and some flint, whether that's just hanging around or if I need to kill some Easterlings that have pocketed it. I have no idea. I guess the first place to check is... Oh, I was wondering for a moment if it was going to allow me to come up here. Alright, here we go. Bottle of paraffin. Good. And pieces of flint, or more flint. Right, 2 pieces of flint. I hope there's more paraffin than this around here. Where's the rest of the paraffin? Oh, am I supposed to go up here? No, I didn't think so. Oh, here it is. Paraffin. There we go. Another bottle of paraffin. Good. Now I've collected all of the beacon paraphernalia from this area. Let us then head out to the next area. Ah, here's the beacon of Calenhad. This is actually the third if you go from east to west, but the second one is in an awkward position, I think, to get from along here. I think it might be easier to get to there from Ulstrimond, so I'm not going to go there yet, but save that one actually for last. But I do have to circle up this one and see if I can get all the way up here. Ooh, I was thinking it was going to be a straight shot, but I should know, these are on mountains. They're not going to be straight shots. They're going to take winding paths all around there, because there is no short way when you go up these mountains up to the top of the beacons, because the beacons are designed to be high up and not particularly convenient for hobbits to run up and down. Now, I was wondering concerning these beacons, because in the previous one I was looking at where the watchers will stay, and that they had these nice locations. Aha! There we go. Look, there's the door. So it's not as large a facility it looks like the other place, but there's still a that's a panel, not a door. Right, right now I need to find some paraffin. Ah, here we go. Good, that's 4 bottles of paraffin. Why am I having trouble getting up these stairs? I don't know. Well, this actually has up to 6 paraffin now and 3 flint. So I just need to get 2 of each at the next location. And no, hold on, no, there is another flint around here. I smell flint. And and another paraffin too. So I just need 1 of each, and I'll be done. Just making sure there aren't any here. Yes, and there is 1 more beacon way out to the west, which is near a certain tomb I'm supposed to be investigating. Ooh, I ran to this as I was going down. It looks like this is where any keepers will live, because there's a nice well for water, a couple of rooms here, place to stable a horse, maybe a work shed or something like that. Yes. So they did take into account whoever's going to be staying here for a while. I'm heading south along the road to the beacon of Halfirian here in the Firian Woods. This is the beacon that the Thane of Beacon Watch was constantly looking towards, just in case it became lit for whatever reason. So because there was a war on, or anticipated war, he naturally wanted to keep a close eye on it. Now, this is both the location of a tomb and of a beacon. I think this is going to lead us to the beacon. I think the other stairway is to the tomb. Let's see how far I'm off on that particular guess, because we all know how bad my guesses can go sometimes. Ah, it looks like I was right, though, for a change. So let's head up here and see if I can find some paraffin. Actually, I think I only need 1 paraffin and 1 flint. Right, there's some paraffin. That means I don't even have to go to that 4th beacon, the one that was between the 1st and 2nd one I visited. So that takes care of all of the flint and paraffin. Now we have the tomb. I guess this might be the tomb. Either that or this is the... Oh. Of course, it could be a place that the Virog are investigating. Or maybe are they investigating the tomb or the beacon? That's an interesting question. There you go. Now, you found the tomb, and it is swarming with looters. Well, I suppose then we have to defeat these tomb robbers. Actually, I'll hope that these count as tomb robbers. Yeah, alright, good. Now, what's the significance of this tomb? This is supposed to be where Eeyore made his pledge to Gondor. So it's a very, very important place in Rohan and Gondorian history. Let's see if I can draw that person away. Really? Will you quit doing that? Ah! Stop it! Stop! Stop switching to ranged weapons! Okay, now, can I try this with... Ooh, that was close. Oh, come on! Ah. Oh boy. That was painful. Now, are you guys done? Well, at least I'm going to get through this quest quickly because I managed to take them all on at once. Good grief. Now, are you done with me? I hope so. Oh, no. Okay, okay. How many of these are there? All over the place. Oh, they seem to have a respawn rate that's instantaneous almost, it feels like. Well, alright. That's all 8 of them. I am getting out of here. Finally out of those woods and away from the beacon. Now I need to find that horse, who is unfortunately, through all this mess, see if I could thread the needle on there, but if I do run into 1 or 2 Virag, at least I won't be running into a large number of them all spawning on top of me at the same time as I did last time. Alright, maybe that was a slight exaggeration. And now I want to find... Oh, horse. Look, I'm looking for a horse. Is this the horse I'm looking for? You found a Sithgar steed from Ostriman. I've also found a wolf. Now, I wonder if a horse will just stand there calmly next to a wolf. I don't know. I have a feeling that won't be the case. Because, well, I'm sure that a wolf would be hard-pressed in taking down a horse by itself. A couple of those friends could make that job a whole lot easier. Especially if the horse is tired. Now, let's see. Lead the horse to Ostriman. Hello! With patience and a gentle hand, you guide the horse back to Ostriman stables. Well, apparently, Sithgar here isn't very patient. If that's how you're training a horse, I can understand why you're having so much trouble with it.
Others shall earn glory. I shall be stuck in the mud.
Why, you've done it! But how? That a foreigner can handle with a brick better than a man of Rohan? But never mind that. I have hope once more of rejoining my Arid, and that's enough. Well, I hope so.
What a sorry lot I have drawn.
Alas, I must ask for your help once more, Warden. I dare not let Weatherbreaker out of my sight, but as you can see, she has lost both of her saddle and her shoes. Would you ask the people of Osriman and see if they have any to spare? Where is a blacksmith? There is a blacksmith here who might have some horseshoes. I might begin with him. I'll talk to... Alright, I'll see if there is a blacksmith in the area, or at least a farrier who might be able to make some new shoes, or at least find some new shoes of an appropriate size. Should I measure his shoe size before I go, I wonder? Ah! I think I found a blacksmith. Hello!
Aye.
Horseshoes? No, I don't have any. But if it is for that poor boy from Rohan, I could make him some. I am short of iron as well. Why don't you go to the quarry, which is far to the back of Osriman, and gather some of the tools that were abandoned there. They're beginning to rust, and we could put them to better use. So find some abandoned tools so that we could use it as scrap iron. Okay, I suppose that may work. At first, when he told me to head to the quarry to get some iron, I was wondering, huh? But when he clarified that he was looking for tools, I suppose it made a lot more sense than it did at first. But yes, this most definitely looks like a quarry, and looks like there are also cave claws here. Riemann burrower, and I guess they are going to be trying to burrow into all the stone that they've been quarrying. The pesky cave claws have taken up home in Riemann Quarry. Their burrowing is loosening the rock beneath mining platforms and should be dealt with. Alright, cave claws. I was not expecting to run into any of those here, because what I am looking for are tools. I'm assuming there are some tools in here somewhere. But the joke would be on me if there aren't any. Yeah, I came all the way here, killed a bunch of cave claws, and didn't find a single iron tool anywhere around here. As I suspect that he doesn't want to make any horseshoes out of cave claw beaks. Ah! An old iron tool. That's one tool. Any more around here? Iron tools. Way up there. Oh, I gotta go up this way. Oh, there's one here also. Alright, finally. I'm sure I'm also going to run into plenty of cave claws as I go through here, because they seem to be all over the place. Are you... You're not trying to dig and destroy all this dirt. Alright. Of course they are. That's just what they love to do. They are nature's way of breaking up rocks all over the place. It's a quarry today, but it'll be farmland in a year, right? Okay, that's a gross exaggeration. And that is 4 tools. Any more around here? Nope. Ah, looks like we have one last tool right near the water. There you go. Now I just need to find a couple of more cave claws, like that one there and that one there, and I'll be done with this place. I think finding enough cave claws to kill is certainly not going to be any problem whatsoever. But I would prefer it if it doesn't go around burrowing into the ground to annoy me. And this is all I can find.
Well, what is it then?
You got them? Good. I'll forge them up and shoe the horse myself. And don't worry. Now, the lad will also need a saddle, right? Bargwin might help him with that. If we haven't any, she's handy with leather and we'll work him a new one. She's easy enough to find. You went right by her on your way to the quarry. Oh. I went right by her on the way to the quarry. Of course I did. Why couldn't I do it in the other order? No. That would have been too easy. Now, let me see if I can find this leather worker. Ooh, well, we've got a couple of questionings up ahead. One of them must be the leather worker. Hello, Bargwin.
Yes, what is it?
Good grief. A saddle? Do I look like a saddle hand to you? Just because Deringrad never wants to do a thing but work unpaid and unbidden doesn't mean he can make others do so. Besides, you will find nary a saddle in Ostriman I happen to know. Fine, I'll make you one, but I will need good leather. We have not any of that either, so you will have to go and hunt for that deer, for some of the deer found near the Freehan Woods. The Freehan Woods! Ah! Oh. The Freean Woods. Right. I just came from there. It's on the other side of the... Well, may I just ask the stable master to give me a horse to beacon watch? No, there isn't one. It goes to Aldburg instead. Never mind. Hello there.
The Rohirrim will need your aid.
Pineleaf! Can it be? In such dark times, I was sure our paths would cross again. I am sorry for the manner of our parting. We knew not how to move forward for what seemed like days after the Battle of the Hornburg. Our warden and my dear friend Leothog was slain in the fighting just before dawn. If only he had seen what we had, the ride of the wizard and the forest that marched forth to harry our foes. Such things we cannot be believed if one has not been there in the battle's ending. Time to rest has been a rare gift of late, but our foes have laid traps for our riders, and even now we are working to disarm them before any more of our steeds come to harm. Out beyond the gates of Osriman, they have laid jagged caltrops along the roadway. If you aid the others in removing them, we shall be able to resume our journey unhindered. So destroy caltrops on the road outside of Osriman. How come I haven't encountered those before? Anything else? Oh yes, the stuff I collected from the beacons. Why, that will do quite well for keeping the lamps alight. Let us hope that Galanahar's notion is a correct one, and all the light will keep the enemy at bay. We can only hope. Will I be able to take care of the rest of those scouts? Will I find those last few sticks that I need for the fake soldiers? And will I be able to clear out the caltrops? Oh yes! And what about the deer hides? We have to see about those in the next episode of The Complete Pineleaf.